Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. To those that just came, hi to you and welcome to this beautiful platform. From the last time we spoke about questions you need to answer to be a better person, to become a valuable person, to understand yourself better, because self-awareness is power. So today we talk about how do you separate yourself? How do you make yourself different from the rest? What makes you unique? What qualities, what characteristics do you need to stand out? What makes you can and enables you to achieve your success, your dreams? What are you supposed to do? How do you separate yourself? That is the question. So think about a lion. How does a lion separate itself? How does the king of the jungle separate itself? How does it make sure that the other animals understand that it is a king of the jungle? A lion has a roar that can be heard from kilometers away. It has a strong claw and a touch. It can make another animal feared just by being present. But here, the key is not that it needs to be feared. The key here is that a lion has a different kind of attitude. It thinks about things differently. When it sees an elephant, it thinks about lunch. When an elephant sees a lion, it thinks that the lion is going to eat it. And the elephant is bigger than the lion. So the question is, how do you separate yourself? You don't have to make sure that people understand you're the boss or anything. But what qualities, what important qualities do you have that can make you a separate person, a unique person? One of those qualities can be being a better listener, being a better speaker, having compassion for other people. You are separating yourself from the rest. Not arguing with fools. Because if someone walks in the door right now and finds the two of us arguing, who is wisest? Because we are both arguing. We are both shouting at each other. That means that you haven't separated yourself. How do you separate yourself? Some people say that they wake up early, and that is how they separate themselves. Some people put in an extra 10% when they're supposed to put in 100%. That is how they separate themselves. Some people become consistent. That is how they separate themselves. There are leaders out there and athletes and performers that separate themselves by putting in more work than they should. So the question is, how do you separate yourself? What are you going to do to separate yourself? I'm challenging you today. I'm challenging you to separate yourself. So how do I separate myself? What do I put in? Sometimes I sleep late, putting in the work to make sure that what I said I'll do, I do. Sometimes I make sure that I wake up early when I need to. I pitch when I need to. I do the things that I said I'll do. I separate myself in that sense. I put in extra work to make sure that other people understand that I am who I am because of unique, particular qualities. I separate myself. I see myself as a lion in the jungle. Even a monkey separates itself because it hangs in the trees and it makes sure that the lion understands that you cannot get on top of the tree, but I can. So the key here is not to be like other people. The key here is for you to separate yourself. Make sure that you are unique. There are many people and many examples that I can use for you to understand that you have got to separate yourself. You can be a better leader. You can be a better partner. You can be a better friend. You can separate yourself. Care more for others. Love others more. Be there for others more. Support others better. You are separating yourself because you are adding qualities that other people undermine. A small little thing like sharing a joke and laughing with a friend genuinely, that is you separating yourself. But the key thing here is for you to develop yourself, for you to make yourself better than you were yesterday. Separate yourself. Can I just quickly share something for my diary? I want to share a quote with you from my diary. The quote reads, "You become undefeatable in the world by what you do when no one is watching." When no one is watching. The things that you do when no one is watching, they make you stand out. If you put in the work, people don't have to see that you're working hard all the time. Sometimes it's what you do when no one else is watching, when no one is policing you, when no one is forcing you to do the right things that can develop you. So the question again becomes, how do you separate yourself? What is it that you need to do to separate yourself? I'm tasking you. Go separate yourself. Go look for things that you can do to make yourself better, to make yourself stand out. Do your research. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a better entrepreneur, if you want to be a better student, you've got to learn how to separate yourself. Even businesses do that. Businesses separate themselves from other businesses. It's called a unique selling point. They separate themselves. The reason why you go to buy pizza at Debonairs instead of Roman's Pizza, it's because they separate themselves. They separate themselves. So be sure that from today onwards, you make sure that you stand out from the rest. I'm not saying that you should make sure that other people are below you. No, I'm saying separate yourself. Add something different that makes you stand out, that doesn't need you to shout to show people that you are the unique factor. So go out there and separate yourselves. Separate yourselves, because you are a queen. You are a king. You are a hero in your life. And never forget that. Thank you very much for your time. Do like again. Do comment. I'd like to hear how are you guys separating yourselves? What are you doing to separate yourself, to stand out from the rest? Do comment. Do share the channel. Tell other people about the channel. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and thank you. See you next time. Go and separate yourself.